Hi folks, this is Vince and Vinny Jr. with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to try out Mad Science Foundation. We just got this game in the mail yesterday, so this is our first time playing the game. Bear that in mind as we play this and try and figure out the rules. I did read the rules, and for the most part what you're doing in this game is you're trying to get as many infamy points as possible in order to win. By the way, this game supports 2 to 4 players. It's for ages 15 and up, though I think that's kind of high based on the rules that I read. I think it can support maybe ages 8 and up. It's fairly easy to play. There's no average play time on the box, unfortunately, but I think it's about 30 to 45 minutes roughly. And again, what you're doing in this game, you're trying to get as many infamy points as possible in order to win. Each of us has a specific token. There's 4 of them that come with the game. The rest are in this baggie up here. As far as like the box insert goes, I don't like it. It's so small, it doesn't hold anything. So I just got rid of this completely. And then I took... This is the only baggie that came with the game, so I got more baggies out of my X-Wing game so that I could hold the other decks, and I just put them in here and be done with it. I mean, it's just the box insert here. Like if these were gone and these were gone, like these here, it'd be more room, and I'd be fine with that. But this little space here just isn't enough to hold everything, in my opinion. So I just got rid of that, and I'm just using the box. Okay. So I showed you the tokens here, and again, each player gets one of these at the beginning of the game to track their progress on the infamy track. What else we got? Headquarter cards. Each player gets one at the beginning of the game. They start off as a prototype. You have to turn them sideways like I have mine here. To construct, you need the symbols listed here. And then when you construct them, you turn them this way, and then you can activate them to get a special ability or a special thing. Like, for example, you can turn in 1 yellow resource to gain 1 infamy point. So you can pretend like you're pushing a button and get that. Now, there's a little symbol here on each of these headquarter cards. That tells you what token that you should get whenever you receive one at the very beginning. I have this green one here, so I took that one, and Vinny has this space one looking one.
Like water.
Yeah, mine looks like water. So yeah, that's basically it. So basically, the extra headquarter cards are put off to the side. You're not using them. Each player also gets 1 quirk card, which is sort of like it's a special goal. A special victory point goal that each player gets at the end of the game. So this is what I'm trying to do. I'm not going to read it because Vinny can hear me read it, but you can read it real quick. And that's what I'm trying to accomplish. I'll get extra points if I complete this particular objective, or for every so much I have, that kind of thing. So, and this is, it refer any symbol like this should be paid attention to, because you can see here, this is how many points I get per this symbol here. So I want to try and build as many of these as possible. And I don't know what Vinny has, and it's okay if I don't know it. But yeah, so we each start with 1 headquarters, 1 quirk card. The rest are, again, just put off to the side out of the game. Now, this overworked researcher, there's these minions over here. I'll get to that in a minute. But there's an overworked researcher, does not have a standee. Now, this will come into play depending on how many players are playing the game. In a 2-player game, this card is ignored. In a 3-player game, it's put at the bottom of the resource deck. And at the in a 4-player game, it starts out on the table. And it adds a second invention to resource awarding each round. So it does something special, but we're not going to pay attention to it this time because it's only in a 2-player game. It's not paid attention to at all. We don't even use it. So we've got these 3 other minions here. We've got this truck full of money. We've got this spy-looking character, and we've got this robot. And each of these standees has a card in this resource deck. So whenever their card comes up, they get put into the middle of the table, and then we'll be able to start recruiting them every turn to perform some type of special ability. As far as the, and the resource deck also contains the symbols that you'll need, like here's a shark, for example. It'll contain the symbols that we need in order to construct our prototypes. So the main gist of the game is get resources, build inventions, and build them so that you can start using these inventions to get infamy. And the gist of it. And eventually these characters will come out. We can use them for their special abilities, and they're listed in the manual here. So we'll get there when we get there. These are the quirks, and yeah, here are the people here. Now, 1 player starts with this, I don't remember what they're called. It's sort of like a first player token, and whoever has control of that gets to do something special on the turn. Like they get to actually seed what resources are put where, and I'll explain what that means in a minute. But basically, the player who controls that goes back and forth every turn until that card comes out of the resource deck. Then whoever gains control of that card by picking the right pile or just picking a pile, will end up becoming the director for that turn. It's kind of confusing because I'm giving you an overview of it, but it'll make sense as we start playing, hopefully. So let's go ahead and just get the game started then. Oh, by the way, there's some extra invention cards here. These are the inventions that are drawn every turn too. There are some that are like 4 players and 3+. Those are taken out of the game in a 2-player game. So we're not even using these. So we've got this invention deck here, which is shuffled. We've got this resource deck, which is shuffled. And we'll get started. So basically, the first part of a turn, I'm going to be referring to this. The scientist who controls the director assembles the resource cards, invention cards, and standees for that round and divides them into piles. And that's the summary of the first round. So basically what you're going to do is, you are going to draw 2 cards, one for each scientist, or one for each player in the game. And you're going to put them out into a pile, like one pile each, face up. That's fine. Now you're going to draw a number of resource cards, depending on how many people are in the game. And a 2-player game, rather, there's 3 resources. So it's basically the number of players plus 1, according to this chart here. So you're going to draw 3 of these resources, and then you're going to assign those to these piles. So after you do that, I pick one of those piles, and then you get the other one. Sort of like in Stockpile. Remember in Stockpile you pick piles?
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's sort of similar here. So you get to assign those resources to these 2 piles, and then I'll pick one, and then you pick one. The director always gets the last pick. So, the benefit of being able to choose piles, is nice, but you get last picks. That's the downside. Okay, so now I've got a choice. Do I want this invention and 2 resources, or do I want this invention and this 1 resource? Well, again, that. So, now there is a skull on some of these. That means that whenever you use this, it's a one-time use.
It even says it here.
Yeah. Gain 11 infamy, then destroy this. So I think I'm going to go with this one over here. And I'll take this. Now these always start off to the side, like this. Like they're put this way. And that means that they're not built yet.
Yeah,
and I take these resource cards here. Now these are public knowledge. So these are always played face up. Now you'll notice that my symbols, I got 1 that match this, so all I need is a green one, and I can build my headquarters.
That's what I have.
Yeah. So, and that ends that, and then the second one is starting with the scientist his or her left, and proceeding clockwise, each scientist claims 1 pile. We did that. Starting with the scientist who controls the director and proceeding clockwise, so you start. Each scientist may construct and activate his or her inventions if the conditions are so met. Each scientist then moves his or her player marker on the infamy track in relation to the amount of infamy gained. So I can't construct. You starting with you. Can you construct anything?
No.
No, I can't either, so we skip that. The crooked director standing moves clockwise, unless the director's minion card has entered play. If this is the case, the scientist who claimed the pile with the crooked director standee holds that rule for the next round. And then end of round, if there are no more invention cards to draw from the invention deck, each scientist reveals her core card and the game ends, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So, now it's my turn. This goes off to me. So now I am the crooked director. Now I draw 2 invention cards, and I draw 3 resources. And we did
So what are these?
So I get to choose where I'm going to put these. Alright. So, this is a one-time
You
use.
can drag this invention this turn, you get a card from the discard.
This one says, gain 10 infamy, then destroy this. That's a one-time use card. This one is, if you constructed an invention this turn, get a yellow card from the discard pile, assuming there is any. If there's no yellow card in the discard pile, then
that's pretty good later on.
Yeah. So I think I will take. Well, first before I take anything, I have to assign cards. So I'm going to put this green one here, and I'm going to put a yellow and a purple here. And that sort of sets him up. So he's going to take that one.
Yep.
And I'll take this one. And remember, these start off sideways until we can actually build them.
But now I have the resources almost necessary.
Now, starting with me, can I construct any...
Yes.
Can I construct anything? Yes, I can. I can construct this. I can give up a shark to gain 3 infamy. So I'm going to go ahead and give up this and this, put this in the discard pile. And now this is built. So anytime I get a shark resource on a turn, I can turn that in, get 3 infamy. And it's a recurring effect. This is my headquarters. Okay, and can you do anything now?
No.
No, okay. So we end the turn there. It's your turn now. You get to draw 2 cards from the invention deck, and we create more piles.
Read each one. Gain 11 infamy, then destroy this card.
So it's a one-time use card.
And then if you construct an invention this turn, gain 3 infamy. Jeez.
If you constructed an invention this turn, gain 3 infamy. Good. Okay,
God.
so now you draw 3 resource cards, and then you assign them.
I'll put this one here. This one and then this one.
Okay, so which one do I want? I will take this pile. It's a one-time use card, but
Darn it.
and then I'll get these resources.
I'll take that though. Ooh, I can construct something.
Okay, so starting with you, can you construct anything?
Organic.
Let me see. This is the organic fair trade Kryptonium. If you constructed an invention this turn, get a yellow card from the discard pile. So you're going to build that.
Yeah. I don't have my headquarters yet.
And I'm going to move your cards down this way so the camera can sort of see what you have. Alright. And I'm going to put that there. And his quirk card, we know that he has a quirk card.
Somewhere.
Now, you want to show the folks? I can't see it, but do you want to show the folks at home what you have? Okay, so I'm not looking at it. I don't know if that's blurry or not, but it just, okay. Is it upside down? Did I get it?
No.
Okay, good, all right. So go ahead, put that face down. Hopefully the folks at home saw that. But that's what you have. And we'll just put your quirk card over here so that, because, yeah, there we go.
Okay.
All right, so you built one, right?
Yeah. Can you build in it?
Can I build any? No, not at the moment. I need either 3 purple or 3 pink, 3 yellow, and then 1 pink and 2 green.
Okay, your turn.
All right. So 2 inventions. Now there is a short game. You can in a short game, you can take out so many invention cards from the deck to make the game shorter.
Make and control a director.
If you control the director, gain 2 infamy, and this one is gain 3 infamy for giving up a purple pink
Wow.
one. So I think I will. Well, first I have to draw cards here. Okay, so there's. I'm going to put a yellow one
You have to
here.
play your cards right.
See, this one, if you control the director, gain 2 infamy. That's a really powerful one in a 2-player game, because it guarantees you 2 infamy every turn, assuming you build this. So I'm going to go.
But I could take that.
Yeah, no. I'm going to put a green one here and a yellow one here. So you have to decide, do you want the easy 2 points every other turn, but only 1 resource, or do you want this one? Tough choice. Making him think.
Actually, I will take that.
You'll take that, okay. So I get
You
this
can have
one.
that. Because I'm not going to need it.
Okay, I got 2 yellow.
I love using this. I love my 1 card.
Alright, so starting with me, can I build anything? The answer is no.
I can.
You can.
I'll construct this.
Alright.
And when I discard one of these, I can get 3 infamy.
Discard a green card to gain 3 infamy.
Oh, I get... Guess what? Got his ability. If you construct an invention this turn, I get a free yellow.
Okay, so you get a free yellow out of the discard pile. This is a nice little resource
Gathering.
generating chain there.
And I can just get like a bunch of them and just get all these resources per turn.
Yeah, that's true. Alright, so anything
Get
else?
every single color.
Doesn't look like it. Okay, so you get this again. You get 2 cards here.
Ooh.
Okay, and then you get to draw.
Holy moly.
1, 2. Here's the. Oh, hold on. Truckload of cash. The way this works is this comes out now, and this gets added to one of the piles. But we have to draw another resource card. Okay, so we've got this and now 3 resources. Now this actually we don't need that over there. But as a reminder, the truckload of cash, awarding each round may be used. Oh, add truckload of cash to resource awarding each round. Truckload of cash may be used as any one resource. So basically it's a wild card. You could use it as a wild resource. So here's the standee for that, and then you get to assign these guys. So all 4. Whenever you draw a minion from the deck here, you draw another resource to take its place. Alright, so you've got that, this, and this. Now this black hole transducer, gain 4 infamy for every green card that you discard. Or gain 5. Now you can only play invention once on your turn. but only once. You can activate multiple inventions, but you can only activate it once per turn.
So I can activate these two at once if I build this and that.
This says gain 5 infamy for every shark you discard. Now that would... I do want that wild card, though. That's tough, because...
It's a machine. Yep.
That's tough.
That's my plan. Making it tough for you to see what you pick.
See.
Either way, I'm gonna get a card that gives me 5 things.
Well...
And a shark.
See, this one here... I have a shark... My underwater thing, this says discard a shark to get 3 infamy. So I really don't want this invention, but I do want these resources. Now, you have to use it this turn. If you don't use it this turn, then it goes back into the center. So it's a wild resource for this turn only. Crap.
Made it very difficult for you.
I don't know what I want. Okay, well, I'll take this.
Yay! My plan actually worked.
Okay, so now starting with you get to build stuff.
I get to build something. Let's see. I'm gonna build this.
What is it?
If you construct an invention this turn, gain 3 infamy.
So basically, every time you construct an invention, you're going to get
I get a free,
You get a free yellow card and... there's no yellow cards in them. Not yet.
Now there is.
Okay, so we'll move these are your prototypes here that you have yet to build. Alright, I'm going to build something. Oh, you can activate. Can you activate anything?
No.
No, okay.
Well, I already activated everything I needed to activate.
Alright, so my turn. I have to use this wild or I have to give it up. So, I could use this to activate this and get 3 infamy. And then I could maybe turn in a combination of these. Well, actually, 3 yellow. Gain 2 infamy for every yellow card. Alright, sorry about that, stupid telemarketers. So what was I doing? I was about to build something. Yeah, I have a wild here. So I can either use that to get 3 infamy points for this, use it as a shark.
Oh, you can get these 2 at once. Like, use these and then...
Yeah, I know. I'm thinking. This is gain 2 infamy. This is gain 10 infamy and then destroy this card. Which is a nice little boost.
Like, you could use that in the end. Wait for, like, your and just bump her up before
blow up the moon. Yeah, that's what it says. Blow up the moon. Alright, I will use this to build this.
Wait, does that really say blow up the moon?
Mm-hmm. It does. So these go in the discard. This goes into the center.
Rearrange the continents.
And then I've got 3 yellow. This is I can give up a yellow card to gain 2 infamy. If you control the director, gain 2 infamy. I'm going to want that too. So I may save these yellow cards.
Orbital billboard.
Okay. Although I do want to build...
I can build a laser.
This. Yeah, because this says... Okay. So even though I may not want to build these... I need... Yeah. Okay.
Wait, what does these symbols mean?
But see, if I build this now, he'll use that for using his special... He'll get these from his special ability out of the discard pile. So I'm thinking...
Well, I get one anyway.
What do you mean?
There's one in there already.
Well, I mean on future turns. If I discard 3 of them, then you're going to have plenty to draw from. Alright, so... I wonder, can you use an... I think you can use an invention that you've constructed this turn. So I'll go ahead and use this... Beep! I just push the button, blow up the moon, I got 10 infamy points. So I'm up to 10. So this goes into the discard pile.
I'll build this and then blow up your moon.
Uh-huh. So...
rearrange the continents.
That's the end of my turn, or the end of my thing. So now it's... Crooked Director goes to me now. So I... 2, 1, 2...
Yeah. You can pick whatever you want. Come on, I want to make a black hole and just suck up the Earth.
Okay. So if you can... Okay, and then it says, if you control the director, activate another of your inventions a second time. And then this one says, gain 9 infamy, then destroy this card. So it's another one-use thing. 4 yellow to construct that. It's kind of rough. So let me get the...
That'd be good for
No, this
you.
is also... I also choose where to put this. So I've got these 3 here, and then this. So what am I going to do? I'm going to put this...
You're trying to give me that card, aren't you?
No.
So what's this one? Oh, you activate another thing a second time.
I will put a...
That's pretty good, actually.
Yellow one here. A green one here. And a yellow one here.
I'll take those.
You're going to take those. Okay, so I
I
get...
don't need a wild. I can activate a card.
I got all these prototypes that aren't constructed. It's like I'm not getting enough resources. I don't know if that's intentional, to have all these unconstructed prototypes or not.
Yeah.
And we're also running out of invention cards already. We've got 3 left.
Yeah.
Already. Did I mess up somewhere? 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 3, 3, 3, 3. Okay. Alright. Well,
We should just add the 3 types to
well,
this.
maybe. To make the game longer, you could, I suppose.
Yeah.
Alright, so now it is... Okay, so you took some, I took some. Starting with
I can't build
me,
anything.
can I build anything? I will build... I'm going to build this one so I can gain... Every time I get rid of a card, yellow, I can gain 2 infamy. And then I'm going to go ahead and use this to gain 2 infamy. So I'm up to 12. Now I have this wild as well. I'm going to use my wild as the shark and,
Get 3 infamy.
and get 3 infamy that way. 1, 2, 3. Now the game is over, according to this. End round. If there are no more invention cards to draw from the invention deck, each scientist reveals his or her core card and gains their last bit of infamy on the infamy track. So, like, this is the last round already.
I get a special card. Is it the end of the game?
Not yet. It's going to be. So, did you build that you wanted to build?
I don't have anything to build. I can't build anything.
You can't?
No.
Okay, do you want to activate anything?
No. I want to save up.
It's going to be the last... I'm just saying, okay.
Yeah,
So you
I
want
want to save up.
Okay. Alright, so first 2 inventions. And the truckload of cash.
Oh my god.
Alright, so who was the director
What is
last
this?
turn? Who was the director last turn? Was it you or me?
You, so it'd be me. I get the director. You control the director, you get a card from the discard pile. It doesn't help. And then if you discard, get a random card. I think that means resource. From the discard pile.
So he's thinking.
I'll actually do this here. Do this there. And
I'm going to look through the deck while you're doing that. Unstable oh, there's unstable clones in a 4-player deck. I was wondering. There was a mention of unstable clones in the manual, but yeah. So
there you go.
Anyway, go ahead.
I did. Now it's your turn to pick.
I get to choose one. So I want the wild and the shark or the yellow and the shark. Alright, so the 2 ones are Death Ray. If you control the director, get a purple card from the discard pile. Handheld Antimatter Collider. Get a wild card from the discard. Okay, that's cool.
I think you get any resource.
I'm gonna stick with this one. I'll take these 2.
I think either way, I would have gotten more resources.
Yeah. So now, starting with you get to activate. Now this is the last round, I think,
Yeah.
because we're about to draw inventions that there's only 1 invention left. And for the record, I'll just read it off to you while you're thinking. Great Shark Magnet. If you acquire a shark card this turn, get a shark card from the discard pile. So that's 1 card that is not going to be used this game.
I want to build this.
You're going to build. It's a one-time use thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So are you going to use it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gain 11 infamy.
11 infamy.
And now I get a yellow card for free. And I get 3 more infamy.
Why?
If you can try to mention this turn, you get 3 infamy.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3. So you're up to
I could build something else.
15. Holy cow.
Can I build something else?
Oh yeah, you used this, didn't you? Or
Yeah, I use these.
all right, yeah. I'm not going to put the truckload of cash back in the center because this is the last round.
No. But I could spend this. Yeah, I'm going to spend it. Gain 3 infamy. Gain 3 infamy again.
1, 2, 3. Wow, you passed me up. That was a good one. Anything else?
Thank you. That's it.
Before I activate mine?
I can't do anything.
Okay, I'm going to basically.
Gain 6 enemy.
Well,
5 enemy.
Can I build anything? No. So I'm going to gain 2 infamy with this card, gain 3 infamy with this card, so that's 5 infamy. I'm going to push both those buttons. So I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm up to 20. And that's the end of the game, really. We draw it for the next turn, we draw an invention, we don't have the second invention card, so we can't. So let's look at our core cards and see what you got. Mine's... Go ahead.
Mine's the end game.
Holy cow. At the end of the game, after your opponents have received their quirk bonuses... Oh, hold on. Let's... At the end... Well, let me do mine. At the end of the game, gain 3 infamy points for each constructed facility you have. I've got 1 here. I wanted to build this one here.
Oh, that's what facility means.
Yeah, this little science... Or that little building there. But yeah, I get 3 infamy points for each one. So I get 3 points for that. So I get 1, 2, 3. Now, what does yours say? Yours says, at the end of the game, after your opponents have received their quirk bonus, discard the spy from your inventions. You control the director. Take 1 final experiment. Oh. Now it says discard the spy from your... Okay. You control the director. Okay. Take 1 final experimentation turn. Construct up to 1 invention and activate... Oh, so you get an extra turn, basically, is what this says. Okay, so you get... Well, it's 1 final experimentation... Okay, let me see what that is. Hold on. Experimentation turn.
I hope I get resources.
Phase 2 is experimentation. So you can construct an invention. So instead of the drafting that we did at the beginning, you get to use anything that you have to...
I don't have anything. That doesn't really help me.
It doesn't, does it?
No.
It just says, take 1 final experimentation turn, construct up to 1 invention, and activate your constructions if able.
Can I draw more?
No, because it just says experimentation phase. Experimentation turn, which is phase 2. You know, just for the... I mean, just to try it, I mean...
I want to see what I get.
Just draw 2 and see what happens. I'll even give you the wild. Let's see what happens. Again, I think I won this game, folks, but I want to see what he can do.
See what I can buy.
You got the procrastinator. Did you build this? What is this? Death Ray.
No. No, I did not build it.
Okay, is that a prototype? Did you get this card?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is your cards of it. Yeah, there's a lot of cards after a while. The table starts out uncluttered, then gets really cluttered later on, because everything's face up on the table.
I could build this.
So what are you going to build?
I'm build this.
You're going to build that to gain 4 infamy.
Yeah.
Or you give up a green card to get 4. Well, no, because if you build that, you need your wild to build this in the first place. So you're not going to have a green card to activate it.
Yeah.
So...
You control a director, activate one of your cards a second time. Basically, I can activate a free. It doesn't really help me any.
Well, if you construct an invention, you get your bonuses here.
Oh, I could build this.
2 yellow and a purple? Alright, what is this one? If you control the director, get a purple card from the discard pile.
So I'll just get my purple card back, so now I have these.
Okay, now you built something, so you get 3 infamy and you get a yellow card, right?
Yeah.
Take one of your yellow cards back that you did, and then you get 3 infamy. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you're up to 20 now. And again, folks, he technically should not have gotten those 2 resources.
Yeah.
This is just sort of like a house rule to give him, see if he can catch up or not. Figuring stuff out. So you've got these to activate. So what are you going to do?
Oh, I can't get that a second time.
Now this green card here. What did you spend that?
Yeah.
On what?
Oh no, I didn't.
Yeah, that's what I mean. 1, 2, 3. So you're tied. You're tied with me now.
I do have that.
Okay. Well, I think that's good enough. I mean, I did win the game, but allowing him to draw 2 cards, he allowed himself to tie up. But anyway.
I'll build the lunar laser cannon.
Okay.
I want to build a laser cannon so I can blow you up.
Okay, thanks. Appreciate that. So there you go, folks. That was a quick look.
And I get 3 more infamy.
No, it's you only activate that once per turn. You can only activate one of those things once.
I should have built this then.
Yeah.
That would have given me 1 more time.
Anyway, again, we're all dealing with hypothetical.
I built that.
We're hypothetical now, so yeah. Anyway, Mad Science Foundation, ladies and gentlemen. Pretty cool game. I think the 2-player game is over way too quickly. I mean, I've got all of these unbuilt prototypes here. I didn't feel like I was getting enough resources.
Maybe we should make a house.
If we house roll it in the future, I'm thinking maybe
we draw
more resource cards. The director also grabs resources from the resource deck based on the following chart. So I'm thinking that in a 2-player game, maybe 4 resources, or no, 5. Let's do 5 resources per or just for 2-player game. That way we've got more resources, we can build more stuff, we can activate more stuff. Because this invention deck goes really quickly. Out of all of my prototypes, I've only built 2 of them.
I built 4.
And that doesn't leave me a lot of room for my special ability here. So I think in the future, when we play this, we're going to house rule a 2-player game. We're gonna do 5 resources instead of 3.
I kind of like this game though.
Yeah, I like it too. I really do. I like the drafting, and I like the the resource management and the collection, and how these chain together like this. So yeah, that was again Mad Science, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys want to,
I needed that one card that gives you this.
Huh? Yeah. So there you go. Would you play this again?
Yeah.
Okay, I would. So that's Mad Science Foundation. If you guys want to see more gameplay, let me know. If you guys haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel. And check out my official website, www.dadsgamingaddiction.com. This is Vince. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.